A tuberculosis-free world is possible by 2045 if governments commit to increase political and financial resources that will be directed at priority areas. This came out of a report commissioned by South Africa's National Department of Health and the Aurum Institute. The report marks the end of almost a 2-year journey with significant contributions from TB leaders in public health and science. CGTN's Yolisa and Njamela has more.
The Commission report encourages to seize the moment by increasing the country's commitment to achieving the End TB targets and building on political momentum to end the TB epidemic. TB is one of the top 10 causes of death worldwide. This is in spite the fact that the disease is preventable and curable. People with battered immune systems, like those living with HIV, are at greater risk of being infected with TB. This report indicates that the disease kills at least 1.6 million people each year, and the quality of care for TB patients remains inadequate.
We need to reach all persons at high risk of developing TB, particularly people living with HIV, and we need to offer them screening for TB and prevention services. We need to be reminded that TB is a disease of poverty, and that where people in poverty seek care is often not where we provide it. And so we need to think differently around how we provide those services.
TB alone in South Africa kills more people annually than HIV and AIDS, and in combination, the two diseases are lethal. TB patients defaulting on medication is one of the major problems in dealing with this disease, leading to multi-resistant tuberculosis. Activists and health experts say adherence is key.
It doesn't matter how difficult the road is, you need to adhere to the treatment. It does not matter how big the pills may look. I'm standing here because I decided. I made that huge decision to adhere to those heartbreaking pills.
This report also deals with the challenge of the missing millions of TB patients.
Remember, at the United Nations high-level meeting, one of the 5 asks, was to ask heads of state to help us mobilize resources to find what we call the 4 million missing people. Because it's estimated that in the world we now have 10 million people who are infected with TB, but only 6 million are on treatment. The other 4 million, we know they are out there, but we also know that each one of them has got the capacity to infect 15 others.
The report emphasizes that commitment is needed on a global scale to eradicate the disease. Yolisa and Njamela for CGTN in Tembisa, South Africa.